The global population is projected to reach 9.7 billion in 2050 and could peak at nearly 11 billion around 2100. At the same time, the world's youth population is expected to reach 1.4 billion by 2065. Initiatives related to youth in agriculture and rural development highlight the ample potential to provide income-generating opportunities. Despite the opportunities in agriculture and agribusiness, there are also challenges explicit related to youth participation in this sector and options for overcoming them. Keeping the importance of the subject, VYK Kendra, in collaboration with GTN College, organized a webinar on the role of youth in Agro Entrepreneurship development on 2nd February 2022. Let us hear what our experts have to say.
So, welcoming you all on behalf of VYK Kendra, New Delhi, and GTN Arts College, Dindigul, Tamil Nadu, I welcome each one of you to the webinar on Agro Entrepreneurship development. So, first of all, I am welcoming all our distinguished speakers, and I also welcome Mr. Uday Shankar Singh, the Chief Controller of VYK Kendra, other team members of VYK as well. And last but not least, I welcome all the keen, young, youthful, young participants from the GTN Arts and Science College to this webinar on agro entrepreneurship development. VYK is giving very much importance to youth-based activities. And one of the youth-based activities that we had discussed with the GTN Arts College was on agro entrepreneurship development, because as we are today seeing as we are all suffering through COVID, and the COVID situation is getting worse and worse day by day. There are so many cases which are coming up. People are losing employment. There are no jobs. So what is the way forward? And as we all say, India is an agrarian economy. 60% of India's economy depends on agriculture. Every second person is into agriculture. So agriculture being such an important topic, we have to give emphasis on agriculture. And as we see, the way forward is sustainable agriculture. We always talk about, we have food products which are mixed with pesticides and whatnot. So we have to give importance to organic farming. We have to give importance to sustainable farming, which can in turn help us to be healthy, because we have so many lifestyle diseases that are there today, and it's a lot related to our food habits. So if we have a good agrarian economy, I think it will help not only to be healthy, but also it will also help all the farmers, to be sustainable. And in today's time, is when we see there are not so many jobs available, we are seeing that entrepreneurship, agricultural based entrepreneurship is the way forward. And as I had discussed with the college, majority of the students are coming from an agricultural background. So it is very much important and the need of the hour that agriculture is given importance.
First and foremost, I wholeheartedly congratulate on behalf of our most respected Secretary and Correspondent, Lion Dr. K. Rithinam, for the organizers of this wonderful webinar on role of youth in agro entrepreneurship development. Dr. M. Muthumari, IQAC Coordinator, Dr. P. Ravichandran, Economics HOD, and Rajat Thomas, the Program Officer. And I also welcome you all for this wonderful webinar. My dear friends, the involvement of young people will unlock the next generation of innovators, entrepreneurs, change agents, and leaders, with a view to create a culture of entrepreneurship within agriculture universities and teaching business principles to young students pursuing such educational programs. VYK Kendra, in collaboration with our prestigious institution, GTN Arts College, Dindigul, Tamil Nadu, is organizing this wonderful webinar on agro entrepreneurship development today. I think almost 500 participants in this webinar, and I assure you that this sort of webinar is the pressing priority of the day to enlighten youth with various available government schemes and to create awareness among the agriculture students about the available and upcoming technological innovations in agriculture to make them an eminent agri-entrepreneur. GTN Arts College had a humble beginning as an arts college in 1964. After our secretary and correspondent, Lion Dr. K. Rethinam, took over the administration, it grew up tremendously, and today it stands tall as a group of institutions with Pushkaram College of Agricultural Sciences, GTN College of Nursing and Paramedical Courses, GTN Medical College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. It's all set to become a university in a couple of years. GTN Arts College has a global perspective and hence leaves no stone unturned as far as providing the best infrastructure facilities to the student who come to its portals seeking and getting nothing but the best. We offer not only the conventional courses, but also new need-based courses like BCom with professional accounting, BCom with computer applications, BSc Hotel Management and Catering Science, BSc Computer-based courses, BSc Forensic Science, BSc Physical Education, BSW and MSW, Bachelor of Social Work and Master of Social Work. The central library of our prestigious college has a rich and rare collection of books and journals for various subjects. The towering main entrance and the adjoining multi-purpose, fully air-conditioned auditorium stand testimony for the image of the college. Dear participants, as this webinar is on agro entrepreneurship development, I should definitely talk something about our sister concern, Pushkaram College of Agriculture Sciences. Pushkaram College of Agriculture Science was established in the year 2016 at Thiruvarankulam, a small village near Pudukkottai district of Tamil Nadu. This college needs no introduction as it bagged the Emerging Agricultural College Award, named News 18 Television Cultural Award in the year 2021. It has risen to this level within a short span of 4 years with the strenuous efforts of the management. With great pride, I admit that Pushkaram College is one among the top 5 agricultural colleges under Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. More than 100 scientists visited the campus from various parts of India, and National Children's Science Congress and MS Swaminathan Research Foundation has given the Best Organizer Award in the National Children Science Conference held in 2021. I am delighted to say that the first batch of outgone students has got 100% placement. The college has its own vermicompost, biofertilizers units, and it has been sold out through the e-market Amazon. By using the above source, the college is producing and selling many agricultural allied products like vegetables, flowers, cashews, groundnuts, black grams, milk, etc. The above agribusiness learning activities enriches the students to gain more hands-on experience.
So now the topic is overview and scope of agri-entrepreneurship. Today, I think Mr. Rajat has rightly put out what are all the major issues, particularly in the post-COVID scenario. We have been seeing a lot of problems during the first lockdown. You may be all knowing we faced a lot of difficulties, particularly in the economic front. In the second COVID, I think there were so many casualties, and life itself has become given more learnings. And the third lockdown, now it is about to start, and we are seeing certain things. And agriculture, as you all know, the status is as put out that 54.6% of the agriculture and allied sector employs the workforce in the country, and it contributes about 17.8% of the gross value added at current prices in 2019-20. If you see the country's production, it is increasing year after year. And India is among the top producers of several crops, such as wheat, rice, pulses, sugarcane, and cotton. And it is the highest producer of milk and the second highest producer of fruits and vegetables. So we have to be proud about our country, about the contribution. And if you see the global level contribution, it is providing about 25% of the world's pulses production, highest for any one country, and 22% to the rice production and 13% to the wheat production. This is at the global level. And it also accounted for, besides being the second highest exporter of cotton for the past several years. However, so when we see all these things are in good books, the yield, that is per unit area, the productivity, if you see, it is comparatively lower to China, Brazil, as well as the United States. Although India stands third in the production of rice, its yield is lower than Brazil, China, and United States. So it is also the same in other commodities also. What are the key issues, if you see? So it is the major issue is the decreasing size of agricultural land holdings. So land holdings are being decreasing, continuous dependence on the monsoon. We have to be always dependent. The country depends on southwest and Tamil Nadu, particularly we more depend on northeast monsoon. Inadequate access to irrigation. Not every area gets the irrigation sources. Imbalanced use of soil nutrients, resulting in loss of fertility of soil. So always, if you see the utilization of nitrogenous fertilizer is much higher as compared to the phosphorus as well as the potassium. And uneven access to modern technology in different parts of the country. Some of the places are well endowed with good networking and the people are getting good services, while other parts are not getting the service. Lack of access to formal agriculture credit, limited procurement of food grains by government agencies, and failure to provide remunerative prices. These are certain issues that has been put out there. So this is where entrepreneurship comes. So what is entrepreneurship? The capacity and willingness to develop, organize, and manage a business venture along with any of its risks in order to make a profit. So this is a good explanation about entrepreneurship. So here there is more of a risk taking. Here the investments are low, but still a person takes more risk based on several factors. So if you take, how are these entrepreneurs? Successful entrepreneurs are perceived as engineers of changes, energetic, focused, able and willing to take control of their lives, to survive in uncertainty and act based on limited information. I think this is the current situation. So there is a lot of uncertainty at the same time. So here entrepreneurs have to act so that they can make use of this opportunity. They must be persistent and capable to rebound after failure. Many cases, whenever after an initial failure, many people withdraw. They say, this is not for me like that. The I can do it attitude is important. Those who survive through severe selection steps of the business startup process can make it as entrepreneurs. So we have to take up several steps. We have to get a lot of information. That is how we can make it. So it is also believed that entrepreneurs are born, not made. Genetic factors can be assumed to play an important role. We know certain people who are very good in these business practices. At the same time, developmental and environmental factors are also important. So when we see the essential skills that are required, so the first, I think, learning is very, very important. The learning skill. So we have to learn for whatever opportunity, whether it is in the online mode, offline mode, whatever it is, you have to start learning. And teamwork. Individuals cannot make up good entrepreneurs. We need to have team. Core values. We should never compromise on values, particularly the quality, standards, and things like that. and words, whatever we keep up, we should keep it up. Then the leadership skills. This is very, very important. So the leadership only will take them along the destination. Then resiliency. Whenever there is some failures, they should rebound. That is what the resiliency gives. So persistence, so that they can achieve what is required. Entrepreneurial competencies. A competence is an underlying characteristic of a person which led to his or her effective or superior performance in a job. So the term competence refers to the combination of knowledge, skills, motive, attitude, and habits. Every role requires some particular competencies. So this is have to be acquired. I think the college atmosphere gives a lot of opportunity to get knowledge, skills. So the motive and all those things you have to get from the real life. Attitude you have to develop. The habits also you have to develop so that you can become a good entrepreneur. So the initiative is always required. Many a time, a lot of hesitation will be there. People will be saying, no, this business will not be successful. You go for some job. Whatever minimum payment you get, you go. Like that, this is how the community will tell. But you have to go seek and act on opportunities. Persistence, you should not leave it. Information seeking, you have to see whatever opportunities are coming. Then concerns for high quality of work. So this is the one which will make you be successful. High quality of work, commitment to work contract, efficiency orientation. Our orientation should be not production orientation, but it should be efficiency orientation. Systematic planning. You have to be constantly planning so that your failure can be reduced. Problem solving. Problems are bound to come in every business, every entrepreneurial activity. Problems will be coming. You have to solve them. You have to develop a lot of self-confidence. So over a period, you will gain experience, and then you will develop self-confidence. Persuasion. So this is also very important because in many establishments with a lot of the customers so that you get your business. Use of influences strategies. This is also very important. Assertiveness. You should have the assertiveness, monitoring, concern for others' welfare. So when you have the concern for others' welfare, naturally people will also give their concern for your entrepreneurial activity. So how is the scope? You might be asking for this. Entrepreneurship can provide an innovative solution to critical agriculture issues such as low crop productivity. Nowadays, this is a major problem. Farmers are not getting remunerative return because of low crop productivity. So entrepreneurs can use precision farming techniques to increase crop productivity. So precision farming is, it is all sensor-based monitoring of the soil fertility, the water level, moisture content, then providing all these required inputs at the site of the root so that the crop gives the maximum production. So this is the Israeli technology which is being practiced in some of the high-tech agriculture farms. High-cost input for agriculture. So the input cost can be minimized by incorporated data-driven decision-making and reducing the unnecessary use of input materials. So we have the soil test-based decipher software, which provides the required data for arriving at the required nutrients for soil. So these kind of expert systems are also available. Then wastage agri-entrepreneurs can support the government in creating storage facilities and use information technology to manage the supply chain to reduce wastage of crops. So they say about 18% of the fruits and vegetables are lost due to poor storage facilities. So these are opportunities where we can build. This is the need of the hour as the people are facing growing unemployment and poverty in rural areas. So people are not getting good product. They are having a lot of problems. Unemployment, because due to monsoon, they have only limited employment, particularly during the season. So entrepreneurship in the field of agriculture can generate wide range of economic benefits, such as increased agriculture productivity, creation of new business ventures, particularly the production of bio inputs, control agents. So new jobs, particularly now the government has given a lot of impetus to use drones in the field of agriculture for survey and things like that, where new people can be involved. Innovative products and services. Now a lot of farm to home like that, it is picking up. Direct e-commerce for direct supply of organic, farm fresh vegetables, fruits to the urban consumers so that they can get good income. So development of rural areas and increase wealth. So we are reducing the middlemen. So that way we can reduce it. Agripreneur is a dynamic business manager who performs various agribusiness activities using different resources, physical resources, financial resources, human resources, and information in order to accomplish a certain goal. So these resources may be limited, but still the effective combination of these resources will definitely give. That is what we are now going to see. So this is a central government program from the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, the Agri Clinics and Agribusiness Centers Scheme, ACABC. So this is being organized by MANAGE, the National Institute for Agriculture Extension Education, Extension Management, that is based at Hyderabad, Rajendra Nagar. And NABARD is also supporting in terms of providing subsidy component. So this is for better farming by every farmer. So this is a very good program. So what is the purpose of this program? To create gainful self-employment opportunities to unemployed graduates, agriculture diploma holders, even science graduates, those who have undergone these biology courses, chemistry courses, they are also now eligible for this program. It is a free 45 days residential program, and it is very effective to support agriculture development, to supplement the efforts of public extension. So the government system catering to the extension services, they say only 4% of the farmers are being covered by the government system. So we need to have a lot of private extension. So this is where agri clinics come into place. Agri clinics are envisaged to provide expert advice and service to farmers on various technologies, including soil health, cropping practices, plant protection, crop insurance, post-harvest technology, clinical services for animals, feed, water management, prices of various crops in the market, which would enhance productivity of crops, animals, and ensure increased income to farmers. So agri clinic is an advisory kind of a service where agri business is the business part. So we have both, to one to survive our livelihood, other to survive the farmer's livelihood. So this is a unique combination. So a lot of eligibility has been given. Many graduates, even +2 level, those who are having the agriculture as a vocational subject, they are also eligible to participate in this program. So all these details are available in their website, that is agriclinics.net. You can see in the bottom. So it is given, agriclinics.net is the website where every information is given. So our institution host organization, that is the Saraswati Foundation for Rural Development and Training, so based at Karur, we are also a nodal training institute for this program. So there are several other nodal training institutes. All those information are available in the website. So it's a 45 days training program. So a lot of agriculture-based activities are given. So this will provide you what is the horizon of the scope of activities that can be taken. So floriculture, horticulture, landscaping, nursery, organic food, food chain, pesticides production, marketing, value addition, veterinary clinics, fishery clinic, seed processing, soil testing, tissue culture, vegetable production, marketing, vermicomposting, crop production, dairy, poultry, piggery, fisheries development, rural godown, agriculture journalism, production and marketing of biocontrol agents, sericulture. Sericulture deals with the silkworm, mushroom cultivation, apiary, beekeeping, agri-clinics, agro-eco-tourism, animal feed unit, biofertilizer production marketing, contact farming, cultivation of medicinal plants, direct marketing, farm machinery unit. So all these kind of activities are available. So you can choose whatever you want. So these are the various activities across the country for which people are aspiring. So this is having the very good subsidy component. So an individual can get up to 20 lakhs, that is a project loan. And for a group of 5 people can get up to 100 lakhs. And for there is also subsidy available. Subsidy is 36% for general category and 44% for SC, ST and women borrowers. So very good subsidy linked to the program, and all the technical support and 1 year hand-holding support is everything provided. They're also offering refresher trainings, and for up to loan of 5 lakhs, there is no need of any collateral. You need not submit any security to avail the loan. So everything details are available in the website, AgriClinics. Apart from ACABC, NABARD is providing a lot of support, particularly for the rural youth, women, like providing capacity building services. They are also providing support through KVKs and other NGOs in terms of project support for livelihood development, entrepreneurial activity development, and KVKs. We have separate programs for rural youth. A lot of trainings we are providing. Particularly, we are also supporting through SC/ST program, that is Scheduled Caste Sub-Plan program, wherein a lot of capital investment is also possible in the particular district. Any people who wanted to get interested about these programs can visit their KVKs available in each district. And there is also a Rural Self-Employment Training Institute under the Ministry of Rural Development, RCT. So this is being conducted by the lead bank of every district. So they are also offering very good training programs ranging from 10 days to 1 month, 45 days, like that, different topics. And they have agriculture-based training activities also, which will be developed very useful for the entrepreneurs who want to take up these programs. So apart from that, the Department of Women and Child Development, IDBI, there are self-help groups, every agencies that they are providing trainings. This NABARD is providing this MEDP, LEDP. This is Micro Entrepreneurial Development Program. Then this Livelihood Entrepreneurial Development Program. They are also providing skill training programs. These are the RCT programs: sericulture entrepreneur, dairy farming, vermicompost making, commercial horticulture, sheep rearing, poultry, papad, pickle, and masala powder entrepreneur, goat rearing, cultivate medicinal aromatic plants, piggery, then commercial floriculture, vegetable nursery and cultivation, beekeeping, mushroom cultivation, polyhouse and shade net farming, pisciculture. This is about fish culture, agricultural entrepreneur, rubber tapping and processing, like that. So some of the initiatives you can see is village-based organizations that are being promoted through the Ministry of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, the Ministry of Agriculture, through the National Institute for Plant Health Management based at Hyderabad, the state agriculture universities. So many agencies are promoting.
We need value-added products. So that is why the consumers in the market, they need agriculture products, because when you improve the market only, we can able to get good demand for agricultural products. That is why the modern technologies are introduced, and the innovation of different agricultural practices are also introduced. I think we can, so I am going to take about the topic on integration of traditional process, modern technology and innovation in agro entrepreneurship. So first we are going to see about the scope of agri entrepreneurship in India. So we know that India is gifted with various agroclimatic zones. So it assists for production of temperate crops, subtropical crops, and also tropical agricultural crops. So this will give us diversified products, agricultural products to our country. And when this diversification of crops will come, will also introduce the demand for agricultural inputs like seed, fertilizer, pesticide, and herbicide, everything, machineries, everything it includes. So the demand for all agricultural inputs are keep on increasing. And we know that applications on biotechnology in the field of agriculture is a boon for different products production, different agricultural commodities production, and it gives us a very good pest and disease resistance, and also like improving the yield in three or four times higher. So that is a very good it is a very important thing for agriculture also. And the economic growth will be enhanced by her witnessing the export. So according to WTO, that is World Trade Organization, India is having a very vast potential to improve its present position in world trade, that is export and import. At present, processing of different agricultural and also horticulture products are it at the primary level, and there is a very good scope for raising the this processing into secondary and tertiary level for these type of commodities, and it will improve the standard of living of the farmers. And we have also large coastal line and domestic, that is internal water resources, and it can be utilized for production of marine products and also inland fish products, fish and water related products. So this livestock wealth also, we are in first position in export and also in production. So we know that the production of meat, milk and milk products, poultry products, so these products production is having a very good scope. Next. And we know that forest resources can also be betterly utilized for production of forestry products and also its byproducts. Beekeeping, apiary, so these are all the very simple, and also it is very easy way of taking up the entrepreneurship, and it can also be taken up to a very good extent in our country. Domestic consumption and also export of mushroom and mushroom value added products are also demanded in the market, demanded by the consumers in our country and also in other countries. So that can also be taken up as a agricultural and based entrepreneurship. And farmers are recently encouraged and also educated for organic based farming activity. And this organic farming has highest potential in India, because India is the when compared to other countries, industrial countries, India is the one country which is using less inorganic fertilizer application. So that is why this organically based or organically produced products are having very good market demand, and the people are ready to pay more, that is higher price for these type of products. So this organic farming and well certified products which is produced under organic and sustainable farming methods are also demanded by the market. Then there is a huge opportunity for production and promotion of bio-based pesticides and also biocontrol agents for protection of crops. So taking up a entrepreneurship for developing biopesticide, biocontrol agents, vermicomposting, then biofertilizers. So these are all the another area which has very good opportunity in agri entrepreneurship. Then due to this plateauing the productivity of higher yielding varieties, seeds, hybrids, genetically modified crops have highest potential in India. So in our Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, many of the alumni, that is the past students, they are having very good nurseries and also biotechnology based tissue culture plants. So they are producing, and they are taking up this as a business activity, and they are doing it very good, and it is also highly profitable, and it is useful for the farming community also. Next slide. So this type of agro-based opportunities are there, and we can know that the daily recently the declining of groundwater level was the major issue, and another issue is labor scarcity for agricultural operations like intercultural operations, weeding, transplanting, and harvesting. So that to solve these problems, there are many farm equipments and farm implements they have introduced, and these agricultural machinery sector is another important sector which can solve the labor scarcity problem. And the micro irrigation systems like drip irrigation and sprinkler irrigation. So these type of irrigation systems will also be a solution for declining groundwater level. Then production of vegetables, flowers under greenhouse conditions is very profitable entrepreneurship for export, which is having highest export potential. And this is called as protected cultivation, that is cultivating the vegetables and flowers under protected cultivation. Then trained human labors in agriculture and allied sciences will have they will acquire agricultural extension system, and downsizing the present government agricultural extension staffs as consultants. So these are the people who are all practicing agriculture as an entrepreneurship. They can also act as a consultant, that is they can consult the farmers, and they can share their agricultural technology solutions. They can give agricultural technology solutions, and they can act as a consultancy services for the farmers. Then lastly, employment opportunities have also increased in agro-based marketing, transportation, cold storage, and also warehousing, and agriculture credit side also. There are many people are working agricultural insurance, and agro-based logistical services are also different types of ventures we can have good entrepreneurship activity. Then it is an advantage of India. So India is having robust domestic demand, and they have attractive opportunities and policies. Many of the policies are also supported by the government to improve the entrepreneurship. So many government-based entrepreneurship programs are there for agriculture to enhance the agriculture-based entrepreneurship for especially for youth. So this is the opportunities in agriculture. So we have three different major sectors in agriculture. That is, first one is production sector, processing sector, and next one is distribution sector. In production sector, we will be having primary. It is called as primary industry. So here the inputs, equipment, machinery, so all these things are supported and for production activities. So it will be done by the farmers. So after production, after cultivation of agricultural crops and the commodities, these crops can be value added. Value added means it can be added its value, and the byproducts can be used for different consumers, and it can be easily marketed. So that is why the processing, agro-based processing is a very important sector, and the value addition for all the crops are needed, and it is the need of the hour. And then distribution services are also available here. So like distribution services like logistics, warehousing, storage, marketing of all agricultural commodities and products. So all these things are the three different sectors, and it has huge and enormous opportunities in agriculture. So these are all these activities are supported by advanced technologies like smart farming, drone based technology, artificial intelligence, data mining, then internet of things, that is shortly we will call it as IoT, then advanced biotechnology, then blockchain management, on-field robotics. So these are all the some advances in agriculture which can be supported for producing, processing, and also distribution of these agricultural commodities. Next. So what is the importance of introducing this type of agricultural technology is it will improve the productivity from mechanization of agriculture, and we can have climate and weather predictions through artificial intelligence, and resilient crops developed. That is, resilient crops means the very good tolerant crops can be developed by using biotechnology, and improved farm yields, and also supply chain management using. So these are all the some of the benefits of using agricultural technologies. So first one is higher crop productivity, and we can also improve the usage of water, fertilizer, pesticide, and also we can reduce the food prices, that is agricultural and horticultural commodity prices. So we can also preserve, or we can also conserve our natural ecosystem, and less runoff chemicals into rivers and the groundwater can also be done. So these are all the some of the benefits for using this agro technologies. Then we can also improve the worker or labor safety. Then greater efficiency and lower prices, and also we can get safety food. That is very important to the thing which the farmer. It is a responsibility of a farmer and the stakeholders, the people who are all involved in farming activity. Providing a safety food is a very basic thing, and it is the important one to be done. So these are all the some of the recent technologies in agriculture. The first one is Internet of Things. So here sensor techniques and monitoring solutions be integrated with the existing farming process, and it can be practiced for better cultivation. And sensor based farming is coming. It is a very simple thing. When you install that sensor, or when you install that app in your mobile phone, you can also put off and put on your um, motor pump sets from where you came. So it is based on the app itself. You can control that. The next one is smart farming. Smart farming means it is a this is also called as third green revolution. So smart farming is a entire the complete approach, holistic approach to agricultural innovations by adopting the uh, combining the smart technology. Then precision farming, it is also called as site-specific crop management system. So precision farming means satellite-based drones or imaginary to optimize the strategy for best crop efficiency. So based on satellite images, that is satellite-based pictures, we can understand, analyze the soil health, water health, and based on that we can provide fertilizers. So it is a very important recent technology in agriculture. The next one is drone and satellite based. Drone based monitoring, and we can create monitoring of fields, then monitoring our soil health, monitoring our water, what are all the minerals in available in the water. So all these things we can monitor from by using satellites itself. And we can also create terrain maps and control the quality of the tillage and sowing level of the field. So the farmers can be easily understand their what is the position of their farmland, and based on that, so these are all the some of the advanced technologies which is used for efficient and effective farming. So they can these type of technologies are recently introduced, and they are well practiced by many progressive farmers, and this will be um, in future in within 1 or 2 years we all will be having and utilizing these type of technologies in our area also. So drone based spraying of fertilizers, drone based spraying of pesticides, so all these things are done by the farmers in India also. Then robotic and automation. So advanced robotic and automated machinery drones are very crucial, and it is also increasing the efficiency of agricultural production in near future. Then big data and um, artificial intelligence. So it is using the sensor recorded weather conditions and changes. This will identify the changes in soil structure, then crop efficiency. So all these things. The big data and this AI, artificial intelligence, can also optimize almost every aspect of the crop management. Then biotechnology, it is already in practice because we are using all tissue culture. We are consuming our tissue
Ma'am, we have lost your audio. Hello, ma'am.
culture based banana tissue culture is very products we are having. We are using this 3D bioprinting to improve the adaptability of seed and fertility soil. Then vertical farming. So vertical farming is another important thing. That is takes and layering of plants vertically to produce food and medicine species. So these are all. This is another important thing, which is a solution for land requirement, land, that is lack of land problems. So next. Next. So agriculture, so this is another aspect of agricultural system, that is agro innovation system. So this agro innovation system is it includes research and education, institutions, and business and enterprises. So research and education means the institutes which are all involved in research and education oriented activity, agriculture based education oriented activity. So they will develop new technology, the researchers will develop new technologies, new new products, new process, and all these things, and the education will provide all the supporting aspects of research. So agricultural universities, ICAR, and all these institutions are state and central and state government institutions are involved in research and education. So all apart from government institutions, some of the private institutions and the NGOs are also involved in research and education sector. The next one is bridging institutions. So some of the institutions are bridging between the private and the NGO based institutions are bridging the farmers and also these government institutions. So that then this farmers and business, the people who are all doing agriculture as a business and also enterprise, they will also come with this innovation system, and these all these people will enable an environment for agricultural innovation. So this is another important thing. Agriculture knowledge and information is a triangle like research, advisory services, and also education system. So the farmers are the main focus for this agricultural system, and based on the farmers, the three triangles, three people are working as a triangle to improve the agricultural knowledge and information system, and the products and the technologies in which are all involved, which are all developed by by this research system and also advisory services will be used by different stakeholders like exporters, agro processors, producer organizations, then input supporters, credit agencies like bankers, then land agencies. So these are all these, this is called as agriculture innovation system. When a product or process or technology, whatever is invented, it will be highly useful to these stakeholders and it will be used by these stakeholders. Next. So that is why agricultural entrepreneurship and innovation is a very important thing to improvise the agricultural industry. So this is agricultural innovation system. It includes agriculture research and education. So here primary agricultural education includes primary, secondary and post-secondary education, and also vocational training programs also included in this training, in this sector. Then agriculture research system includes public sector, private sector, NGOs and PVO sector. So all these things will be involved in agricultural research and education system. The bridging institutions are like stakeholder platforms, medias, and also extension service providers. So all these things will act as a bridging system. These agricultural value chain actors like consumers, processors. So farmers will be producing this different crops, and it will be forwarded or it will be channelized by the processors, wholesalers, and retailers, and ultimately it will lead to the consumers. So this is how this agricultural innovation system will make a benefit to the entire society. So it will make a benefit to entire, so not only the farming community and also the stakeholders who are all involved in agriculture, but it will also give a good technology for the consumers who are all consuming the commodities. So the agricultural innovation is the basic thing that will enhance the development of a country.
India has a tremendous potential to develop their natural resources as well as human resources, because both these resources have tremendous potential to develop. Either they are underutilized or unutilized or being utilized inefficiently. So there is a need to empower our human resources and to utilize our natural resources efficiently. If these resources are used properly with the proper planning, I think we have capacity to feed entire planet. So there is a tremendous potential to develop our agro-based resources. Initially, when we started in Maharashtra and Rajasthan, our focus was on water resources. That is the backbone. So we started rejuvenation of rivers in Maharashtra. Almost 240 rivers and streams have been partially rejuvenated with people's participation. And before the project, the river flow was just seasonal. Cropping pattern was just one crop. After the rejuvenation of rivers, flow has increased up to 8 to 10 months, river flow. And cropping intensity has increased from one crop to 2 to 3 crops. Area under irrigation was just 8%. And now it has reached up to 21% in Wardha district of Vidarbha region in Maharashtra. And there is still potentials to develop, say, about 2,700 kilometers. We already rejuvenated 700 kilometers. So based on these, now our major problem in India is since last 60, 70 years, we have adopted this chemical farming approach. And because of the excessive use of chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and pesticides, our land resources, land is, we are damaging our human resources. Pandemics have been affecting at a large scale, at a global level. So soil health is deteriorated, human health is deteriorated, our plants health is also deteriorated. So because of these excessive use, we have damaged our entire ecosystems. Now to revive these, our grandfathers and forefathers used to cultivate naturally, not organic, naturally. So again, we have revived that system, natural farming. It is almost zero cost natural farming. There is no external input as such is required to initiate natural farming. Only indigenous cow and locally available biomass are required to initiate natural farming, because we say in rumor and joke that chemical farming and organic farming both are poisonous. One is Sapnath and second is Nagnath, because both are very, very expensive. While in case of natural farming is almost zero cost, because there is no need to purchase any external input as such. So it is basically based on the indigenous cow-based natural farming and locally available biomass natural farming. So today in our country, most of the states have adopted after the announcement of Honorable Prime Minister. And yesterday, our finance minister also announced natural farming as a project, as a scheme across the nation. So now area is open and lakhs of farmers have already adopted. In our program area, we have our farmers have already adopted, and they are gaining very good benefits by adopting natural farming practices. Large number of these farmers have crossed their income per annum per acre, more than 1 lakh to 2 lakh to 5 lakh to 8 lakh per acre. Some of them also reach to 10 lakh rupees per acre. You won't believe, but we invite you all to visit our program areas. Seeing is believing. And now to share this and rich experience across the farming community, we have started Kisan Pathshala. It is called Farmer Field School. Because agriculture department or agriculture university or other Krishi Vigyan Kendra, they will not be able alone to replicate these best practices across the nation. But farmers enrich experience if they share to the fellow farmers through Kisan Pathshala, through Farmer Field School. It is very easy to replicate best practices across the villages, across the states, across the nation. So through this Kisan Pathshala, almost 2 lakhs farmers have been motivated. And immediately after hearing them or practically seeing their experience, the fellow farmers, those who attend Kisan Pathshala, they immediately start these practices on their own. So self-reliant farming family is a great concept, and many other development players also like this approach, and they are also very keen to start in their respective areas. Then another very big issue we are facing is traditional cropping. So we have shifted from traditional to demand-driven, market-oriented, like horticulture in combination with other crops. So almost 11,000 farmers in our Varda program area, they have shifted to Wadi. Wadi is basically 1 acre horticulture orchard. So under Wadi project, we also started intercropping of other crops like pulses and cereals, vegetables, etc. So our tribal farmers also cross 1 lakh rupees per acre per annum. And they are also sharing, again, there is no use of any chemicals or any pesticides. It's completely indigenous cow-based natural farming practices. So shifting of cropping pattern from traditional to demand-driven market is also a need of the hour. Traditional cropping, the farmers grow what the fathers and forefathers used to cultivate. And there is no demand of these commodities in the current prevailing market. So we need to shift them from traditional to demand-driven market-oriented crops. Like pulses, there is a huge demand, vegetables, huge demand, milk, huge demand, spices, huge demand. So this way, we are empowering them and sharing our best practicing progressive farmers' experience to the fellow farmers. We share some sort of brief experience of what we are doing in the field, and we will be in touch. And we also invite all of you to visit us. We also share our experience with other countries, like one of our good initiative is Design for Change with school children. And they have created a very, very inspiring stories. Almost 350 such projects have been completed by our school children, only through creating awareness, only through awakening them. School children have constructed check dams. School children have constructed borewells. School children have created a medicinal gardens. And our tribal schools children has won international award. China invited them to receive this award. Formula is very simple. Feel the problem, imagine the problem, solve the problem, and share the success story.
Next slide, sir. Next slide. This is our river. Actually, it was full of water, and now it is not like that. Sir, next slide. Next slide, sir. After I completed my at the time of work, I joined in two other private companies. Finally I joined in an internal audit, where I go around Apollo hospitals and go into the lab and look how they are doing work and how it is. Just go around the hospital and go and come back home very late, and I was not able to do my work continuously. So one fine day, I started coming back home, resigning the job, and came back to my hometown. Once I reached my hometown, people started scolding me, and they asked me to go back work, and they didn't encourage me to stay there. But still, I wanted to continue my passion as a business. So I started an aquarium shop at Karur. It was very small when I started. This picture shows a few of the children they are very lively, came to my shop, and they look around the fishes and go back. After I wanted to start farming also. I know how to breed fish. I wanted to breed.
Vishnuji, I think there is some network issue. We are not able to hear you clearly.
Can you hear me, sir? No, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
No, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I wanted to expand my business into farming, because I know fish hatchery. I know how to breed fishes, how to rear them. So I just expanded my business to hatchery level. So once I started doing that, we all built a small level cement tanks, some 40 to 50 cement tanks, and a few ponds. Next slide, sir. Ponds like that, and I invested many, even to protect them. I invested net also. Like that, it went well. I supplied fishes to many shops also, in the local shops, and also to shops nearby districts. So suddenly what happened, there was a heavy drought in our village. Even the drought was even people can't able to drink water from a place. Even underground water also went down. They are unable to take water, so they went outside to the village, outside of the village also to collect water. So one fine day, it happened for me to go to a function, that is a relatives function, where we were talking about honeybees. One of my aunties was talking about honeybees, and she was explaining about the honeybees and how it pollinates, and how the family, how is the honeybee family works and all. So suddenly I got interest on honeybees also. So I wanted to start honeybee with 10 boxes, and I usually talk with my uncle, one who is in Namakkal. We both talk for an hour. Even for hours we talk and we discuss about honeybees, and slowly we developed our interest like that. So I started 10 boxes, 10 beehives for about minimum investment for about 15,000 rupees. So I started, as soon as we started, we found many I found many difficulties to come across the problems and all. So few months after, I lost all the bees. So slowly I wanted to go back for a training to Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. I attended 4 classes continuously, not continuously, but in between I experienced myself in the farm. I spend most of my time along with bees. I see the activities every day, how it pollinates and how it comes and goes and all. Sir, Rajas, Thomas sir,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you please go back to the slide. So for 4 times I went for a training where in Coimbatore where Agricultural University conducts beekeeping training. So each time, first time I only listened to the topic, and once I get experience, and second time when I go there, I only ask questions to the trainer. So lots of doubt I got, and slowly experienced myself and continued without, even after loss also I continued it. Next one. So this is the beekeeping hive, beehive I started. This is Indian bee, Apis cerana. Slow and after that I started handling bees with the bare hand. Slowly I touch them. I catch hold of them, and like that. If any hive fallen down, I had not have any workers along with me, because that was the initial stage. So I myself went to everywhere, even to serve people, one who gets honeybee hives from me, and whatever the opportunities I get, I go everywhere. The next, sir. So next one, sir. Even I catch wild bees also. I transfer the wild bees from natural hive to artificial box hive. I'll slowly did that also. I go, people whoever calls me, I go there and I'll collect uh, uh, all these bees so that I get experience. Next, sir. So this is what I got. This is how I get experience. So I spend most of my time along with bees, handle them by myself itself, because no one will come also. If anyone touches, they'll get sting and they'll go away. So they'll never touch also. One who come for work also, they'll very frequently they'll go away. So and go to maintain beehives, one who buys from me, and continuous interest develop my experience, and I practiced it continuously without hesitation. And I went to training also, and lots of I read lot of books also, and gave training to the farmers whenever and wherever necessary. And I have not seen any timing. Even if it is late night also, I'll go there. And even I go to training institutes like KVK, Agri Department, Karur Agri Departments, and Namakkal. And I marketed myself in Facebook, YouTube, and many other magazines also, so that I get popular. So next, sir. So in order to save honeybees, I got frequent news because of herbicides and pesticides, many bees are getting into extinction. I started doing organic farming. So I avoided completely pesticides and herbicides at our farm, and even fertilizers also we are doing all organic fertilizers like Panchakavya, Jiva Mudam, Amrita Karsa, Moolike Puchavarati, Meenamilam. All these are organic fertilizers which we used here. So next, sir. So for that, I got award from Tandoni Agri Department, Farmer Award, and Young Farmer Award with KVK Karur in the year 2019. So suddenly I get into this little bee also. The little bee, I come across many information that a little bee is getting extinction, going into extinction. So I wanted the little bee to say, I want them to save. So I brought awareness to the people that we should not kill them. We should just we can even cultivate them. We can have it in our home also. So I just whenever I get time, I go into the little bee hive and I'll touch them. I'll see how they react, and even I get a sting also. And this is what I made at first. After removing the bee, honeycomb, the comb under the honeycomb, which hangs below the tree, below the stick, that one, previous one, sir, previous one. This is how I catch hold of them, like this. Two sticks together, join two sticks together and tie them on the both the side of the stick, so that the comb will hold into the stick. This is how the honeycomb looks like, even along with eggs, and this is the honeycomb. And very little, only very little honeycomb will be there in the little bee. And first I had a stand. I myself developed a stand like this, but slowly I kind of with the continuous process, thought process, I developed one more stand later. So next one, sir. This is the video I made and forwarded in the Facebook, which had most of the shares, like 2.6 shares and 8 lakhs views. This is the first video I telecasted in Facebook, and this is the stand I made to take care of the little bees. Only on the top of the honey, the lower part will be full of eggs and this larva. So I conducted many awareness program, training program also I conducted to the farmers and to the students also. We conducted walkathon to bring awareness about nature and honeybees at our village. And this is the training program conducted at few other villages around. This is training I conducted it at our farm, outside our farm in practical session.
So it gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this August webinar on the role of youth in agro entrepreneurship development, as it is a need of the hour. So at the outset, I thank Mr. Uday Shankar ji, the Chief Controller, who gave this chance to GTN Arts College to be a coordinator as well as a collaborator for this informative webinar. And also I thank Mr. Thomas, who initiated this program with GTN Arts College, and he has been traveling with us since 2018. Further, I wish to thank our principal, Dr. P. Balaguruswamy, who delivered the talk about the activities of the Puskaram Agricultural Colleges, as well as the other institutions of GTN Arts College. And also he mentioned about how the Puskaram College is selling the biofertilizers through the Amazon app. So this may be highly helpful for the students, other college students or the NGOs also to initiate this. So personally, I feel blessed of hearing the inspiring talk of Dr. J. Draviam. This is the first time I hear the senior scientist of the, and in his slides, he mentioned about the various agripreneurs in various states. So I hope that this would motivate the students to enter the business with resilience. And further, I thank Dr. Divya, who mentioned about the demand for the agricultural organic products, the insurance available in agricultural, particularly for the farmers during the untoward incidents, and also the agricultural innovation system. So how it will be helpful for the innovation in future. And Mr. Haribar Boy Moriji, the president of the Bajaj Group, he mentioned about the importance of the farmers and how to empower them as both farmers as well as the traders. So he shared about the experience of a 4-acre having a farmer and how he was able to earn 40 lakhs. So his son able to withdraw his job and joined with his father to start his business. So these are all, I hope, motivating the students to become an entrepreneur. And also I thank Mr. Vishnu, the founder of the Deer and Living World, who shared his toil and how he was overcome the odd days, and finally he got success in beekeeping business. So all these sharing, I think that will be highly helpful for the students to become boldly and enter in this particular field. Also, I thank our college secretary line, Dr. K. Ratinam, and his eldest son, Dr. Durai Ratinam, for their constant support in collaborating this type of program with any type of agencies. And also, I thank the secretary of Puskaram Arts College, Mr. Rajaram, who immediately accepted our invitation and made almost around 250 students from the Puskaram College to join and get benefited. And further, I wish to thank Dr. Divya, the Assistant Professor of Computer Science Department of Puskaram Agriculture College, who followed these all activities and made this program a grand success. Last but not least, I wish to thank Dr. P. Ravichandran, the Associate Professor and Head Department of Economics of our college, who magnanimously allowed me to occupy his chair this time in the valuable program meant to create the future agripreneurs of India.
Thanks for watching. For more updates, please subscribe to our official YouTube channel and follow us here.